Hello friends, this is Luke with the Yoga School. We're going to be covering injuries in this module, and specifically we're talking about injuries as it relates to yoga teaching and yoga teaching ethics. So first and foremost, anatomy, a good understanding of anatomy is probably the front lines of avoiding injuries, using good common sense, and then just naturally being receptive towards your students and not sort of having ideas or expectations of them physically. That's probably the most important thing that you can do. The discussion about injuries, though, really has to take hold of the discussion about image, people's identity, their expectations, the aspect of competition between students. So really, yoga practice, hatha yoga, was never intended or designed by its original gurus to be done in a group setting. The large group settings that happened in the fitness industry, and as that model made sense economically to the yoga teaching industry, then naturally, in order to make money off of yoga, you got students paying $10 to $20 per class, as it were. You have fixed costs, variable costs. You're going to need to fill a room. Whenever you have a room full of people, especially in a lead class, generally speaking, the students are under some kind of pressure to follow either the teacher or a set of sequences, and they naturally will compete with each other. And that's going to create injuries. It just does. So there's not a lot that you can do about that if you teach in that type of a setting. But what you can do is be the kind of teacher that encourages people to practice independently in a group setting so that they're not looking around at other students. This is really rudimentary and simple, but honestly, this will work. So there are ways that you can be a leader to encourage your students to accept themselves and their bodies wherever it is and discourage this striving. And here they are. The first thing is just admit your own faults, failures, mistakes, and injuries. I, for example, really had a hard time to just admit to my students that I had injuries. Part of it was just my own ego and just my own expectations. And honestly, there's a giant bug in here.